Okay, we're live. Hi. And take a quick look at the Puffer Discord, see if there's anything to fix major here, and if not, continue on some of the infrastructure work that I'm doing. That is a seg fault, my friend. Seg fault, my friend. Run a scripts build. That already got it. See? Look how helpful the community is. Gets it before I do. Yeah, so he needs to figure this thing out, how to test stuff locally. Ooh, look at this. Not bad. Doesn't have the ghost, which is the main thing. Very nice, Pac-Man Env. The ghost or the hard part is the thing, though. They say... Oh, this is from a relic, that's funny. Uh... No, I don't think this is true. Import a module. Yeah, Torturel is decent. Does sometimes break some stuff. I think this is. Okay, so we're all caught up on this. I can start on some dev here. Gonna just do a quick hour and a half session-ish right now before I head to brunch. It is Sunday. I normally don't do stuff on Sunday, but I've been lazing all week, and there's work to do. So I figured I'd dev, and I figured I may as well stream it. Welcome, YouTube folks. I think I had something basic working, right? Yeah. Okay, this still works. Now test multiprocessing. This still works as well. Okay, good. So now I just have to make the native Puffer environments work with this, which shouldn't be very hard because of the way that I've restructured everything. So what I was doing before is I just made the Puffer ocean environments, they just match the vector API. So you just make it and that's it. But if you want to do multiple of those on one subprocess, there's one other API thing that has to match. Okay, so we can get rid of this, right? And then in multiprocessing, so native with one M should still work, right? For snake. And back native. It should still work. Yes, so this still works and it still trains. But now the thing that we're going to do that will be a little different. This is going to be a little awkward. So it's going to be vec multiprocessing. Still works and is somehow faster. Oh no, we know that that's faster. That's fine. And then we have to do num. So what this is saying, yeah, okay. So we have to check on this. But what this is saying is that we want to have multiple puffer M's per process because there are only two workers, two processes, and they're going to be 4 environments. So this is an unrelated issue, I believe. So let's just do. Can I do this? M's dot M's 2. Can I do this? No, I didn't actually configure that. I might as well add that though. Make. Oh, there is no enum m param. Okay. So what we'll do for now, just for, hey, welcome. Is that you, Spencer? Yeah, there's Twitch. Twitch has faster chat and doesn't drop your messages, so good, fair choice. All right, let's see if this works. We're just doing some infra patches. This is going to be very convenient for new people for Puffer, because what this is essentially going to let you do is, let's say you want to use the new Puffer env API, but you want to just dev in Python. This will let you just dev really simple in Python, still get some of the speed ups, but then it's like a cleaner path, right? Like to optimize. Because if you just write a gymnasium env, you're screwed. Like there's no way to make it fast, regardless of what you do. But if you write it in our API, then you have a very clean onboarding ramp to go like from Python to Python to C. It's built for that. Num workers is 2. Batch size must be divisible by. Let's see what this is. Vector. We've also got, this is not 1,000-calorie mug. This is 500-calorie mug edition. It's the same thing, Spencer. It's just annoying because you have to write the loop in Python, like the loop over environments in Python and the environment in Python at the moment. So that's going to go away. But it's the same thing. You just write the logic in Python instead of in C. There's no point though. It's literally, once you get comfortable, it's just as easy to do it in C. And all your speed problems go away. The only thing that's a little annoying at the moment is like the Python binding intermediary. I really like Python though because it gives you the option to dev stuff that's fast but looks like Python. I don't know. Maybe eventually we'll replace it with something else, but it's been good for now. I will say that like a lot of engineers will probably like it because they want something that looks more familiar but still fast. Python's pretty nice. Batch size is 1. That's batch size 1. Num workers. If I just put this there, what happens? Now, same thing. What I'm trying to do is figure out how to make it so that you can simulate multiple ocean environments per core so that you don't have to do the loop yourself in Python if you don't want to. Which it is always going to be faster to handle your own loops, but we should be able to make it decent. And it's being weird. Welcome, YouTube folks. Happy Sunday. Why is batch size 1? What I want to know. Like, we've got num m's is 4. Oh, wait. I think there's... Isn't there, like, m batch size or something? Yeah, I'm dumb. This has got to be 2. Size 2. So it runs, but it's not giving us any stats back. Okay, it's better than nothing. Why doesn't it give us stats back? Let me see. So it's going to wrap. And just so you can see, if I leave the default settings, this uses a different code pathway. And now we get stats. Interesting. How should I think about this? It's got to be in serial, right? Let's see, so I think I have the same API though. Wait, infos.append. I think the format of the data is different, right? Let me just see if this fixes it. Yeah, there you go. So literally just minor data format mismatch. So that's cool. $1.4 million steps per second training as well. GPU is only on 56%. So technically, if anybody really wants to help us optimize our training pipeline, we could hit 2 million step per second training with PufferLib. Well, look, I don't know how accurate this GPU utilization thing is from NVIDIA. I don't know if this is just like, but yeah, if this is remotely accurate at 1.4 mil, we should be able to hit 2 mil, right? I mean, we're not bottlenecked by CPU. We shouldn't be bottlenecked by GPU. We're losing, we got 16% miscellaneous and then 13% miscellaneous. Maybe I just have to clean up our miscellaneous code. I think that includes CUDA device transfer, so that might be like async data queuing or something that we gotta do. But I'm pretty happy with that. This will be a very nice feature. I'm trying to think what the easiest way to test all this is, though. So this definitely still works on Snake, right? I mean, I could just YOLO merge this, to be fair. Okay, let's try some different M's. Hi, I'm using Python for scientific computations. Oftentimes, my code generates a bunch of data and then I plot it. Are there any version control systems for data too? Yes. Compare different graphs. Yeah, WANB. You just use WANB for that. If you're not doing RL stuff specifically, then Puffer's not going to be particularly useful for you, but like all of our experiments are on Puffer. So like here we have all these experiments. Look, I can compare, these are like different experiments I was running on NeuralMMO3. Here you can see our crazy baseline where we ran this for like literally 2025 years, model 2025. So tons and tons of data. I would suggest you use that. See normal breakout. Thanks. Yeah, that's like the standard thing that people use. It has a few issues with it, but I think it's generally the best thing out there. I have to change num workers to 16 here so that this will let me run it. Batch size must be 16 times 3. 32, 28. So the reason I have to change this and Puffer is just not working is because this machine is different core count. Okay, now this is a legitimate error. Changing the D type to a subarray type is only supported. Interesting. Do I get this without multiprocessing? I do get it without multiprocessing. Okay. Observations.view obv type. Obs type. Total. That's bizarro. Environment. Okay, so it tells you have a 1, 80 observation space. And then it gives you back well, where's this observation come from? Self-observations. So in RWare, I just had big arrays for map designs at the top of my .h file. In my new M, I want to start with a bunch of levels. Any thoughts? Static levels or procedural levels? Right? Leave them as I mean, you can just leave them as arrays in your .h, literally. Like, think about it. What are you going to gain? It's basically the same format as like JSON and stuff anyways, and you don't have to write a parser. Like if just like I actually this is kind of an important concept. Like think about it. What do you gain by trying to write something in this versus just pasting in a .h? If you really hate having it at the top of the file, you can just make a data.h or a maps.h and just include that, right? But there's literally nothing that you gain by doing that. If you're not going to have like a map editor, or like if you're not explicitly doing something that requires a different structure, leave it as a simple thing. No overcomplicate. Let me figure out why these data shapes don't match up. Um, some of this dev, the dev on the stream is not always going to be the most interesting thing. I'm doing like low-level weird infrastructure stuff for Puffer right now, and this is like a 460 line file that was the original core that made PufferLib exist. It does some fiddly operations that basically make it so that you can do RL on very complicated environments without having to deal with all sorts of fancy like data types and shapes yourself. Um, but there's a little bit of trickiness to it. Basically, it's like a big flatten. It flattens all your data and then unflattens it right when you need it. But doing that correctly is kind of non-trivial, especially doing it fast. Observation space. Okay, so right here I can see that for some reason the observation space doesn't match the data coming from the environment. And it worked before, so I must have broken something small. What could I have broken though? Set buffers. Oh. Yeah, this is it. Because I have this num agents in the buffer here. Yeah, it's because I have num agents in the buffer and it's a single agent environment. Okay, that's fine. That's an easy fix. I think use GPT for obscure docs. Because I don't know how this thing works. My expectation is that we should be able to get well, hold on. Do we have obsd type? Yeah, it should be fine. Reinterpret the data as having a subarray D type whose total item size no longer matches the original buffer. Why does this change the size? Idea is that each LM has some shape. Total array is like batch size, shape, same memory, and layout, copies. Changes the item size from 1 byte to 8. Alters per element item size. Okay, so there's just some weird casting shenanigans going on then. U1 How about this? Does this work? No. Okay, so it's not. Maybe you just can't do that. Why does it work when I do? Works in other cases, right? Oh, I think it works in other cases though because no, this should work because self-observations is self-observation type. Yeah, this is just bytes. I should be able to view bytes however I want. Right? So like if I run the same thing with like puffer spaces, and this is kind of a cool thing in NumPy you can do. Okay, so you see I have like this really weird structured D type here, right? And I just have bytes, these observations. These are just bytes. And then if I hit N here, obstruct. Whoops. I continued one too many times. Look at that. You get a view into those raw bytes, but it's structured. So now, like, you can access this. You can access this as if it were a structured array, and the structured has like a flat portion and an image portion. So it's basically a structured way to view contiguous memory. So why doesn't this work on the other case? I see I have like D type of flat image aligned as true. And then type. Do you need a line equal true? Hold on. Where does obj D type get made? D type. Emulate observation space. Emulated D type. Is D type from space? If it's a tuple, you recurse, else. Okay, so this is weird. It should have aligned this, right? Is aligned struct. False. Okay, well that makes no sense because I manually aligned it, right? Unless it doesn't get here, maybe? Yeah, okay, so here's our space, right? D type is space D type space dot shape. D type. B dot D type align true. Is align. Okay. It's funny that it only works for complex sounds as it is now. Maybe NumPy just doesn't have this so that you don't do it because it's like a flat case. And I'm just doing something weird where like the way I have this structured, this has to be special case, whereas normally it would be the default case. Okay, so let's try something here. Okay, does this work? Okay, work serial. There's obviously a print somewhere. 22K. Solid. Spins your CPU like nuts. Okay, well this is good progress. I'm gonna have to apply this to multi-agent M's, and then I'm gonna have to clean some stuff up. I'm gonna take a few minutes, and then I will be back. Be back in a few. Okay. I'm going pretty soon, but I want to make sure we get this. Brunch is early, apparently. It's the holidays. There's some family around. I may or may not do an afternoon stream today. We will see. But this is going pretty nicely. I really don't like how much stuff has to get repeated across Gymnasium and Pettings, and that's just why the two APIs are a total pain. This code probably has to go. I can just YOLO this onto the, yeah, to right here maybe. I mean, I know I've thought about this code like so many times, and like if there's a way to simplify it, there just really isn't. Get rid of these at least. I kind of don't really bother too much with them because eventually we're just going to replace both of these APIs entirely. Like we're building so many new environments in PufferLib, and like we're directly collaborating with people building other M's. That eventually, I think we'll just have everything on either on the Puffer one or something that's like a very close wrapper away from Puffer, and then we just won't have to care, which would be nice. Do I even have like a good multi-agent test for this? The thing, there really aren't like, there just aren't good environments to test stuff with. Fish. Let's try this. Big fish. Oh, it is 96 though, right? Does this work? Broken pipe. Oh, I know what this is. Yeah, now I have to modify all the environment. This is the price that I have to pay for this. We have to add buff here. There you go. It's actually a bit faster than before, 7.5. The environment's super fast here, it's just their default model is really slow. Oops. Hold on, I might be going now. Never mind, I got 45 minutes apparently. Even better. How's Discord? Miss anything? More like Jumanji. Upgrade to 2.2. I pushed something for like 30 minutes and already people get the wrong version. It was like, damn it. finish this. I actually highly recommend this if you're not trying to be insane and have like 1,000 calorie protein shake. You can make the exact same thing with just whole milk instead of heavy cream, and it's a 500 calorie shake. So this is all paid off with the morning run. So yeah, I have to change all the bloody environments is the annoying thing now. I guess I'll just do that. Stuff. I don't even think we have Be Sweet. I'm really not as concerned anymore with all these like third-party M's because very few people use most of these, and like very few people actually use these, and they're slow anyways. Like we have all sorts of new environments for people to use now. So like I think it's always very risky to just like say now we're gonna do our own thing and like move everything mostly onto that. But I think it's actually good enough to now where that actually makes real sense. Like, do you even really need? I guess like oh, it's a classic task or whatever. But like, do you really care about like evaluating on mountain car when you just have better environments? I mean, we could make our own version of this if people really wanted it. Like, it wouldn't be hard. Maybe we should have our own cart pull just to show people how stupidly fast it can be. Does this not have buff in it? I think that we changed. I owe them work on this, so we'll do this one later. But at least I want to make sure that we don't have. I think honestly the most viable thing for us, is going to be to just like get everyone using Puffer with all the new environments, and then just like anything that people need is going to end up being on Puffer. So eventually we're going to make like the third-party stuff obsolete. But we're not going to just like stop supporting it. It's more that I think we'll just be able to make all the environments that people will want to use because they will be fast. Maybe with the exception of like robotic stuff, but then we'll just work with those people to make sure stuff's compatible. Like these environments don't even work because, and it's no fault of PufferLib that they don't. They're made for like such old versions of Python and stuff. They just haven't been maintained in like 7 years. I would like to test NetHack though. NetHack's cool. So we'll do that. Oops, right here. Mini hack. Two. Teen workers. There we go. Emp is actually decent here. It's just, yeah, we can definitely make this a lot faster if people want it. Environments. I think I have to add this to it. Okay, so you actually, this is Kyung's work. Go follow him on X if you are interested in continuous control. And this seems like this works. Joko, NetHack we actually do care about as well. I really like NetHack. If anybody wants to really try to make NetHack work, I would be very supportive. Can PufferLib do offline RL if someone has a lot of training data sitting around? No, we don't have offline stuff at the moment, but the thing is, like, if online learning is this hard, offline learning is like, you gotta dig for it. It's just supervised learning. I mean, you can literally just you can write up like offline learning in, I don't know, 150 lines of code. And there's nothing clever to do there either. It's literally just supervised learning. You don't have any of the issues of like getting data from simulators or anything. It's like really pretty trivial. I don't work on offline just simply because there's really nothing to do there. I mean, it's like one of those things where like, look, if some company really wanted just like to use our RL expertise and like let's say they wanted like carb stuff, like our carbs integrations for offline, or like they wanted, us to look at stuff in that way, then yeah, we could do it. It's a pretty big deviation from what I'm trying to do with Puffer. So there'd be a premium on it. But alternatively, it's like it's not that hard. So if you want offline support in Puffer for free, just like PR it, and then we'll test it against all our environments. Right? It's a pretty easy way to do stuff. Like we're not going to reject PRs that is like a simple offline script compatible with demo.py. It's just not what I'm focused on. That's kind of how we do stuff. I don't know, the way I see it is like, I have an agenda in my head for how I see RL being fixed in the next 12 months. And anything that's going to like deviate a little from that is like premium stuff. And anything that's going to deviate a lot from that is extra premium stuff. NetHack works even faster than before. That's probably just this machine being better. I did actually make a couple fixes that could have improved that, come to think of it. I would like to make sure neural MMO at least works. Ooh, bug. That's nice. We actually get a bug fix out of this. Dude, that is so sad. Look at this. Neural MMO 3 literally trains with the same size model over 100 times faster. Not 4. Trapper class. We do care about Pokemon. Pokemon is an active supported project under Puffer. It's a very cool project, in fact. There's their own. We have our own Discord for that as well. Most of the work there is being done by that guy, though there have been several other contributors prior. Does this work? And Spark. David Hazenv. I chatted with him at NERP, so in his honor, I will make sure his environment works, provided it is not cursed. Oh yeah, it's like an old version of Python, I think, right? Yeah, it's annoying. Well, the binding is going to be just as good as it was before. Annoying. We also don't really do smack. It's like just slow and nobody uses it. No point. And like stable retro, it's like really cool project in theory, but you can only run one of these per process, and it's slow. So it's like, I guess we could try really hard if we wanted to, but like there's no point. Just burning money. Do we use these for anything? I don't know if we even use these. Yeah, they don't subclass. I think we'll leave that for now. Do you have a 3D puffer asset? We do indeed. Do you have an environment in mind? Are you gonna make it the ball in the code game, the code ball game? In fact, the animation that we have where it puffs up and stuff, we have that in 3D as well. Might make it the hero of the story. That sounds fun. Boing. Yeah. So we do have 3D models. I gotta figure out how to separate like the animations out, but yeah, I can get you those files. I'm a very pro puffer around here. What are you doing? Currently fixing up some environments for the new infrastructure in Puffer that makes parallel simulation a little easier. We'll come back to Puffer. Very good. Almost done. It's called Doom. And all we have to do is change this to the hardware. Oh yeah, I remember that. I'm sure it works. It's fine. Doom specifically is a little quirky. Okay, but this should be a decent patch. I guess I'll go get like the squared Python code for a test environment. I've got like 20 minutes before I gotta go. I might be able to finish that up. Let me go find the old squared code. Do you think setting up little 3D running animations is hard in Raylib? I haven't tried. I mean, the codeball stuff in the Discord, somebody's been doing it. You can try it and let me know if it's hard or not. It'd be nice to know because, like, there are a lot of games we could make 3D front ends for, you know? Like, Impulse Wars could very easily have a 3D front end. 2D sim, 3D front end. It's a pretty fun combination. It's used in a lot of modern games. Okay, so here's squared. go. I have to look at a couple things here. Where's this? It. Oh, no, this is gonna be down one. Basically, I'm just porting the this environment to pure Python as a little demo for people. Yeah. true, rewards is negative 1.0. Then you do reset. Turn. Okay. Isn't it crazy how this code is literally the same length in Python? I guess we don't have the memory allocations and stuff, but it's like not any easier. And there's no log on this. Oh yeah, because it's just the reward. Um, self.rewards. Ah, I see how I did this. Fine. This. Positive 1. Empty. And then we need to do, where's render? Oops, looks like I gotta go in a second. Hold on. Got like 5 minutes. You want to brunch with family? See if I get this working. If I skip the render, I think I will. So we're going to do env no config puffer pi squared. No module named PufferLib ocean pi squared. Num_env is going to be 1. I think I have to add num_envs for now. Kind of silly. At least we get real errors. Out of bounds for size 1. One and 121. Okay, so this is actually, you got to do like a 0. One indexed. Alright, I gotta run. I'll fix this later. It's almost there. It's like almost there. I gotta run. No, still no. Okay. We'll fix this later. Thanks for tuning in, folks. Join discord.gg/puffer if you want to follow the project. I'm on X at jsuarez5341 as well. I post a bunch of RL. And I'll be streaming this a lot. If you want to help out the project for free, start PufferLib.